Alright. Well, here we go. Alright. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Fucking Valorant, League of Legends, and fucking Overwatch are the best fucking games of our time. Man, get that fucking weak shit out of here. You think I'm here to talk about that shit? Nah, we're here to have a fucking conversation, some serious shit. And I'm not bullshitting. All of those games, don't get offended. I don't really like those games, but they're cool. I've played each one of those games. I played Overwatch a lot more than the other ones, but they're pretty cool. All right, don't get offended. Don't fucking cry. I'm your friend. But look, what I'm really here to talk about is why I love games, and I'm like just like games in general, not just like fucking specific games. I'm probably gonna refer to some specific games like throughout this video because those are games that I have connections with, right? But like I said, why I love games. This video, by the way, like there's not like a specific structure. Like I have like four main points to talk about, but like there's no structure, there's no script. This is just me going off the top of my head, right? Just like having a conversation with someone. Um, all right. I think the first point, as to why I love games is the memories, right? Like you build so many memories with games, especially with people that you play with, right? I think one of my memories from my childhood is playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox 360. Now, why? I remember every time I would go to my father's house, every single time we'd chill, we'd eat some food, and then my dad would be like, "Yo, you wanna play some Street Fighter?" And me being the kid that I was, I loved games, and I still do to this day. I'd always be like, "Yeah, let's play, let's run it down." I'd always pick Ken, and he would pick Ken as well, or he would pick some other characters, but his main character was Ken, so it'd always be a Ken versus Ken. And don't get me wrong, every single time this guy would beat my ass, like with no question. But just the memory of like him, like every time I'd go to his house, like we'd always play that game. Like it really like it's something that I'll never forget because I had fun. I had a lot of fun, and I was so into it that when I got my laptop, I bought Ultra Street Fighter 4 on Steam just so that I can practice, so that when I went to his house, I would kick his ass. Which, to be honest, now like he's still good at the game because he's been playing this game like Street Fighter since he was living back home in Brazil. So he's like he knows his stuff, but it's more even, right? Another memory that I can say that I do remember, like when it comes to video games, is like whenever I would go to Dominican because that's where my family's from, my mom's side of the family. I would always go look at my cousin, which I call him like my older brother I never had. I would always watch him play World of Warcraft, or I would watch him play Smash, or sometimes we would even play Smash on his GameCube. Great times, or even just fucking what's it called? When I would go see my cousin up in like in Canada, I would go watch him. He would literally do the same thing. He'd play freaking World of Warcraft. Don't get me wrong, I was doing a lot of watching and not a lot of playing, but it's just the memories because it's like it seems so like entertaining to me, and it seemed like it really got my attention. And I think reason why watching my friends or not friends but my family members play games, that's one of the reasons why I'm so into it today, right? And I've built my own memories with games. I remember the first Zelda game that I beat was Ocarina of Time on like the remaster that they put on the 3DS. Fantastic fucking game. I remember the memory I have of it specifically is that I beat it, and I'm pretty sure at the time I was in Dominican. It was Hurricane Irma, and the lights have gone out. That's the thing in Dominican. Sometimes the lights will go out. And I remember I beat it on my 3DS while the lights were out, and we were all just like, we were waiting for the power to come back for a couple days. And I was just there playing it on my 3DS like nothing, and I beat Ganondorf, and I was super hyped because that was the first Zelda game that I ever fucking beat. And that shit sticks with me to this day. Another memory that I have of games, right, is Batman Arkham Knight. Now, this game, I love it to like so fucking much because I remember my cousin, he had it on the PS4, and every time he'd come over, I would install that shit instantly just to fucking play as Batman. Such a good game, and I'd recommend it to anybody. I could talk so much more about like memories that I have of specific games, but like I'm not trying to go over the time. But now the next point I have to make is the friends you make along the way. I think that's like honestly the point that like is most that when I think about it, like it makes me really happy because one of my best friends, my brother, I met this guy through playing fucking video games, which is hilarious because I remember to this day how it went was he was a friend of another friend that I went to high school with, and we were all playing games at one point, and then everybody left, and it was just me and this guy. We didn't really know each other. We didn't really play games like on our, me and him like that, so it was kind of weird, I guess. And then I was like, "Yo, man, do you want to play some Unturned?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And basically, we spent the entire duration of the time that we were on because he had to go. We spent the entire duration of us playing, trying to fucking find each other. And when we found each other, he had to go. So it's like, what the fuck? But ever since then, me and him have been like really, really close friends, and we play games to this day. One of the games that we fucking play all the fucking time is Tekken. We throw it down on that shit. He kicks my ass, but don't get me wrong, I fucking come back Kevin sometimes, and we go back and forth. I fucking love playing with this guy. It's a pleasure. Um, I've met so many other good people online. I met this one of my friends. His name's Adept. I met him through another friend, but we met like on Rainbow Six Siege pretty much, and we played shit ton of games. We don't play that much anymore, but really good guy, and I'm really glad to have met the guy. There's so many people that you can meet online, right? Like it's obviously like there's some fucking weirdos. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, man. But there are some good people that you can meet online that you can play games with and that you can fucking relate to, and it's fucking amazing because it's like one like gaming is one big community where you can meet people and you can fucking find people with the same likings and shit, and you can do shit together. It's fucking lit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now my next point, fucking story games. I fucking love that shit. I fucking live for that. I'm not fucking lying, man. All right. The last story game that I beat was Ghost of Tsushima. Fucking fantastic fucking game. You play as a fucking samurai that turns into a fucking ninja by the end of it. Isn't that shit fucking cool? Well, if you don't, fuck you, man. Fuck out of here. But amazing fucking story from beginning to end. You play as a samurai who wants to defend his home of fucking Tsushima because it's getting invaded by the Mongols. But he finds out through the story that in order to save his home, he needs to break some of the fucking rules that goes with being a samurai. And you can see that he has like this fucking big problem with that at first because his uncle, which is his only family, which he sees as a father figure, has a big problem with that because he's the fucking he's the Lord of Tsushima, right? Lord Shimura. But he learns that by the end of the game is that that's something that needs to be done. So fucking amazing game. I'm not gonna spoil it, but great game. I played it on PC, and I remember like playing it. Don't get me wrong, I've seen like endless gameplay videos of it, and I knew how the story ended, but I still played it because that's one game I wanted to play um, on PlayStation, but I never had one. So when it came on PC, I knew I had to buy it, but I took my time with it, and I got it recently. I beat the main story, and then I played the DLC. Now the DLC is fucking fantastic. It gives a great close off to Jin's story, with Jin being the main character, and it basically it kind of what it talks about is his trauma because his father had passed away, and he believed that it was his fault for his father's death. Now, by the end of the DLC, he ends up forgiving himself because he admits that it wasn't his fault, right? And he comes to terms with that. And I think that in himself, coming to terms with your own trauma, made him a better version of himself. And I think a lot of people, even in like the real world, can relate that once you come to terms with your problems and your issues, and you say, and you reflect upon them, and you know how to, you go about fixing them, become better as people. So I think the game was excellent from start to finish. Um, Now, how can I say? Once you find a good story game, like how can I say? It's just so much different because it's like okay, yeah, games are not always about like multiplayer and like you can play multiplayer games. Multiplayer games are fantastic. I love multiplayer games, but I've always been a fan of story games because story games have so much to tell, and like you can tell that there's a lot of work put into them, and it's just overall it's a great time. I can name so many story games right now. Like if I look at my Steam fucking library, give me one fucking second. Ghost of Tsushima, fantastic game. Um, what else do I have here? Persona 3 Reload, fantastic game. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Star Wars The Fallen Order, Cyberpunk 2077, Metal Gear Solid 2. I could go on and on about like the games that I have in my fucking library and telling you why the stories are fucking fantastic, why they're unique, why you should play them. But I'm not going to, because I think that that's something that you should find out for yourself. Not just about those games that I named, but you should find a story game that you feel passionate about to be like, you know what, this game was fucking great. I fucking loved it because of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many good story games out there. It's just you have to go out and look for them and go out of your way to be like, I'm gonna play this game from start to finish. Every game has something to offer. It doesn't matter what's about. It could be the dumbest fucking game ever, and you'll be like, damn, that shit was fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me think. What's one game that I have here that made me go like, wow, shit, that was pretty good. I think out of all the games I have here, it's not even like I don't even have it on my PC because it's a Switch game. It's like a Nintendo game. But one of the games that I can say like, holy fuck, this story was actually fucking good. The Xenoblade series as a whole, fucking fantastic. But Xenoblade 2 specifically, great fucking game. That shit had me almost tearing up at the end. Cause it's like, and you know what the dumbest thing is about that game is that at first it's so hard to get into because it's so slow paced. But then by the time you're like midway half into the game gets better. The story starts picking up. You're fucking learning about these new characters. You're going to this place, that place, and you're fucking fighting, getting new abilities, and you're fucking, and the story is just so captivating. And then by the end, it's like some shit fucking happens. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it, but point is this. Okay, find yourself a good story game. Find out why you fucking love it, and just nerd out, man. Geek out, because I'm pretty sure anybody who's played a fucking story game can admit will geek out as much as I geeked out for fuck, I don't know how long that point was. But my last point, and then I'll fucking let you go, because I know you just want to go home, don't you? You don't want to watch my YouTube video. The music, video game music. Call me a fucking nerd. Call me a geek. I don't go fuck. Video game music is one of the best things about fucking games. Like, dude, I swear to God, if you look at my fucking YouTube music recap, it's just literally Tekken music. Tekken has so many fucking good tracks, like it's insane. It's fucking insane. And it's not even just one Tekken game, it's several of them that are fucking good. You know what I mean? Let me fucking look at them now. Right off the top of my head, Tekken 7, Devil's Pit, G Blast from Tekken 6, Dragon's Nest from Tekken 5, Moonlit Wilderness from Tekken 5, and the fucking Tekken Tag remix. Genmaji Temple Tekken 8, Drive-In USA from fucking Ultra Street Fighter 4. The list goes on, man. Fucking amazing music. Like, you can really tell, like, it's some fucking cool shit, and it's not like some fucking, how can I say it? And it's not like music that doesn't fit the game too. Like, the music fits the games, and that's what the fucking beauty of it is. And you can really find some really chill beats on some games. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I don't got nothing else for you, so you can fucking go now. Like, there's nothing else. Like, like dead ass, you can fucking go. All right, fuck you, man, dead ass.